Hey, what's going on, people? How the hell are you? You know, I wanted to do this video, do a little ask me anything. If that's what you want? Is that what you guys, like, needed? Yeah, I put up a video, a bunch of people submitted questions, and let's do it. Thanks again to everybody for your support on the videos, the live streams, all that stuff. We hit the 5,000 subscriber mark, and goddamn it feels good. One thing I did want to let you guys know is that I did hit affiliate on Twitch recently, which basically means I can't stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time anymore. So do me a favor, go into the description. I have my Twitch channel there. Just click on that and just click follow. I'm going to be doing some streams on YouTube still, but I can't do it at the same time. So in order to make sure you know when all the live streams are happening, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube as you already do, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff. Streams are usually a couple times a week. Usually Saturday mornings and then Sunday nights, and then I try and fill in around my stand-up comedy schedule. So I try and post my schedule for the streams both as my offline screen on Twitch and then in the Discord channel below. So if you're not a part of the Discord channel, that link is below as well. Go ahead and click that and just stay up to date, would you? Got a lot of stuff going on, people. Okay, let's get into it. Let's you guys had some good questions and some bad questions. So let's see what we got. How long have I been doing YouTube? I've been doing YouTube for gaming. I think I posted my first video 7 months ago, something like that. But I've been doing YouTube for a while. I just had it on my comedy channel. So I think for between 7 months ago and like 3 months ago, I probably posted 3 videos. And then I've been doing it more seriously since about December. I've been posting, you know, multiple videos a week and everything like that, as you guys know. And that was the question was by Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez, gracias. Yeah, thanks for the questions, everybody who did submit them. Ammunition Gaming, what got me into comedy? So if you guys didn't know, I do stand-up comedy as well. I've been doing that for about 4 years. I'm going into my 5th year now of it. And what got me into it was I've always been kind of the goofy guy, I guess. I've always been kind of the person telling jokes, and I played baseball my whole life. I played through college. I got hurt my senior year, and I wasn't just gonna go work a 9-to-5 job. That's never been my deal. So I wanted to do something else, you know, working towards a bigger goal. And I just started doing open mics. I saw one of my friends who was in high school who, like, I never thought he would do it. He was a funny kid, but I never thought he would do stand-up. So I saw him do it. I was like, all right, if he can at least try it, then what's stopping me from doing it? And that's kind of what got me over that initial hump of the fearfulness of getting on stage for the first time. And then it's kind of a snowball effect. You do one show, it leads to another, you meet new people, and then all of a sudden you're doing, you know, shows every night. And stand-up's been my full-time job for a little over a year now, so it's been really fun. Which is the worst audience for a stand-up show you've ever had? I have plenty of terrible audiences. I would say probably the worst. I mean, it's hard because it's very, like, inoften you have the entire audience is terrible, but you have some that you remember. I was doing a contest at Mohegan Sun, which is a casino down in Connecticut, and it was in the finals for a competition. So I was in the top 3 out of like almost like 200 comics or something like that. And I decided to go last, so I wanted to show that I could follow these older guys and, you know, do my jokes and everything. And I got heckled in like the first 3 minutes by two old guys in like their 50s or 60s wearing Krispy Kreme boat hats. You know what I'm talking about? Like those little paper fold hats. These guys just had those out there, and they're just yelling shit. I don't even know what they're yelling. They're yelling to each other, just like, ah, just making stupid drunken people sounds. And I had to address it. Everyone started turning around. I addressed it. You know, I got a laugh. Then they made a big scene as they left, like fucking and marching down the fucking thing, distracting everybody. And then by then I had to have a perfect set to win. And that just kind of blew it for me. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not going to blame it on that. You still have to perform. But yeah, that definitely didn't help happening in the first fucking 3 minutes. A bunch of 50-year-old guys away from their wives for the first time in their lives decide to go have a Krispy Kreme party at a comedy club. Not ideal. Not ideal. The second question in that little group by Salsa Especial. Yes, that's right. I said it. Salsa Especial. That's his name. It's not Special Salsa. It's Salsa Especial. Idiots. How's the research and practice for every voice you make? Minimal. I really don't do a lot of, like, sit down and learn the voices. I mean, I've always kind of been able to do a lot of them, and if I want to learn a new one, I just kind of listen to it a lot and then just start doing it to, like, my friends or my wife until she wants to hit me. And then eventually you just kind of pick up the little isms with each voice. That's what I've noticed that's like really important. It's like, it's the cadence, okay? Because I can sound Southern, but if I don't slow my roll down and tell you exactly how I'm feeling, it ain't a Southern accent, man. Same thing with the fucking Boston accent. You know, you got to talk a little quicker. You got to tell people what it is. I don't know. It's more of like just doing it. I guess that's how I get better and better at it. And doing these streams and these videos have definitely helped me kind of practice and do them more and more. Because normally I was only doing them on stage or just kind of, you know, dicking around with my friends and stuff. Tap out XX, tap out 12XX. I think there's XX again. Just wanted to know where you got the idea for the pronouncing vids. I was just playing the game. I was playing the games with my buddies, and we were always like not knowing what half of the things were pronounced, and I've always done the voices, so I try and find places for the voices in the videos, and I was just like, where you guys want to go? You guys want to go to Hockerdain or Del Patron? And then once you have one or two, it's just like, all right, let's break it down and go through each of these and see what's something funny I can say, like Bin Laden or Detroit. And then once I realized that those were funny and that I liked making them, I decided to just make a few more, and I have some more to come too. I've had some ideas for some people. Some people say I should do the Call of Duty World War II one. That one we can do, because we can do German. Okay, we can do the German one, and then we can go right back to Southern. Tell them how good it is to be an American and be victorious over them damn Nazis. And then I had Rainbow Six Siege. I got a couple other ideas for some too. I might do like a couple Nintendo ones or something. I'm a fan of those. So we'll see. Yeah, those are just kind of playing the game, and then once I got the idea for the like this to like that, it was a cakewalk. The tricky part was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of them, you know? So like for the second map, I didn't want to do just the Southern. I wanted to show people that I could do more than just those couple voices. It was funny to me though how many people didn't realize that it was me doing both voices. They were like, that Mexican guy didn't even say shit right. It's like, yeah, I know, because I took like 3 years of Spanish, and that's it. It's enough to say like biblioteca, and that's it, no mas. Thank you, Tap Out. Thank you for your question. The End Syndicate wants to know, what's my favorite game franchise and why? Ooh. Game franchise. I mean, my favorite game, like, is constantly changing, like, by the day. Obviously, PUBG's up there. I've just started playing Sea of Thieves. I like that game a lot. There's not enough content in the game, bro. Just fucking play it and kill other people. That's all I have to tell those people. I would say of all time, I think the one that really got me into gaming, and that's why I think it's my favorite, was probably the Call of Duty and Medal of Honor series way back in the day. Like the original PC versions of those games got me. And I played Call of Duty up through like Call of Duty 4 was like where I was really playing a lot, you know what I mean? That was my first game that I was like really committed to. All my friends played it, everything like that. And then after that, it started getting really fucking weird. Like I was hyped out of my mind for Modern Warfare 2, but then it just got too complicated. You were dying too quickly. There was way too many things to worry about. And then I think that's why I like PUBG, and I'm starting to get into CS a little bit just because of the simplicity of it. Like I don't need to call in a fucking a hovering plane to kill everybody, or a fucking Apache like all this shit. It's like they had it nailed at COD 4, and then they started getting weird. So I would say favorite franchise of all time would be the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series, but it started to get weird towards the end. So I don't know, man. I like a lot of different games. I like Zelda a lot. I played Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time and everything, but there's a few of them in there that I don't really like either. So I guess, did I not answer your question? I guess one that I've always liked, and no matter what game I buy, I'm pretty happy with it, even though it's an EA game, is Battlefield, because those games were pretty revolutionary with the destructible environments when Bad Company came out, and then they've just been getting better. And I mean, if you go from playing like Call of Duty to going to play Battlefield 1, Battlefield 1 is by far, it's like way more cinematic and seems more, it's not realistic obviously, but it's like, it feels like you're more like in the trenches. You're getting covered in the dirt and shit, rather than all of a sudden I have jetpacks in my feet and we're fighting zombies. Like, what are we doing here? Where do we go? So thank you for your question, then, Syndicate. I don't know if I answered it, because I don't even know if I know the answer to it. Variable Fool 27 wants to know, did you find out who stole the wonton soup? No. They're still on the run. Although I don't know if you sold a new video. I put it out yesterday. Okay? Wonton Soup the movie. Mr. Ping goes to look for all the things and look for the people who stole the soup. Yeah, so that's the answer. Watch the video. Maybe you'll find them. Thanks, Variable Fool 27 for the question. Zuya, Z-E, and it's like a weird W. I don't know what it looks like. Zuya1 wants to know, are traps gay? You guys are really trying to dig deep into my personal life, aren't you? About the people that dress up as anime characters that are like male people that dress up as female anime characters, if that's what you mean by traps, which I don't even know how, like, I get why it's a trap, because it's like, oh, I want to fuck this chick, oh my god, it's a dick, this is a trap the whole time. I don't know, who am I to call somebody gay? Maybe they're a little bit more in touch with their feminine side, not just their feminine side, but like their Japanese feminine side that we all have inside of us. You just have to find it. I don't know. I think if you're dressing up as a girl, you're probably not like me, but I'm different from a lot of different people. I think there's a spectrum to everything when it comes to like gay, straight. Some people like fucking trees, you know what I mean? Some people will just dig a hole and stick their dick in the dirt, not because they want to make love to America. So I don't know. I'm not gonna call them gay, but I'm gonna call them what they are. They're traps. I don't even think you wanted a serious answer on that. Are traps gay? No, unless they decide they are. It's not my job to call them gay. It's their job to say I'm gay. And if their way of telling me they're gay is to put silver hair on and fake tits, then, well, all the more power to them. Chris Kyle wants to know, who is your favorite viewer and why is it Chris K? Very clever, Mike. Oh, you think you're just going to sneak in there, huh? You think you're just going to go, oh, who's your favorite viewer and why is it me? I don't have a favorite viewer, Chris. You're up there, man. I like you. You come up to the live streams, you comment. You're a sweetheart of a guy. But I like to have a favorite viewer. You guys are all so great. How can I possibly decide? I mean, I don't know. That's not a... You're great, Chris. You're great. I can tell you're up there. You're in the run for the pennant, if this was baseball. How did I get my big scar on my nose/forehead? This question confused the shit out of me until I went and watched the video that I posted for you guys, because it's not a scar. You can see right here, there's no scar there, but the second I like crunch my brow, I get that nice big like thing there. Not a scar at all. So yeah, I guess I'm just constantly confused all the time, or angry, or something, and I just have a permanent indent on the end of my eyebrow. So thanks for bringing that to everybody's attention there, G-Man, D-Man. Appreciate that. Edwin Park 1 wants to know, can I do a French accent? Sorta. It's not really like authentic or anything, but I can do this. I was walking around the Disney World and doing this for my brother the whole time, okay? Yeah, that was, sorry, I think my chair just creaked through that whole thing. Okay, you have to talk like you are confused to the American accent. What are you saying to me? I know nothing. It's not very good, but, you know, that's one of those ones, like, I'll have to listen to it. If I found, like, a good French accent, if I listen to it for, like, a few days, I'll be able to pick it up. The only reason I can even do it a little bit is I was going to Disney World with my family, and we were just pretending everything with a mustache had a French accent, and that they were evil. So I was walking around being Monsieur Mickey Mouse. Top Park 1 wants to know... Edwin Park 1, thanks again. Or Edwin Park, thanks for the question, dude. Top Park 1 wants to know, what tech support company does Daddy work for? Oh, this is terrible. How many times does Daddy have to tell you? Daddy does not work for technical support, okay? Daddy is an entrepreneur. I started my own business. I am an entrepreneur. I am the manager. I am the CEO of my own personal customer service company. If your business is in need of customer service, call me. Give them my number. Daddy will help them. I love how you guys are asking the characters I made up questions. That's just fucking great. What's your favorite fast food place to eat? This is like the favorite game question. It depends on the day, you know? I guess I'm always a sucker for Taco Bell. That's probably the go-to. If someone's like, let's go get fast food, Taco Bell's probably the first on the list. I'll give you a top 3. How about that? It's definitely Taco Bell at the top. What do you consider fast food, though? You know? Is a place like Chipotle fast food? No, it has to have a window. Fast food, it has to have a window that you can drive up to and leave. Fuck. Why did I do this? Why didn't I just answer the one? Why am I stressing out about my... Taco Bell probably one. Then I'm going to say Wendy's sandwiches. but McDonald's fries. Like, I don't like Wendy's fries. Everyone's like, you don't like those soggy fries, the natural cut? No, I think they're gross. I like my French fries crispy. I don't want them like they just been sitting in a bucket of water overnight. And hey, if you like them that way, all the more power to you. But fuck, no, man, I need a nice crispy fry. And if you like Burger King fries, I don't know, man. I feel like I'd rather go get a bag of fries out of my freezer. Oh, you know what's really good that I never have for fast food is Arby's. I'm going to put Arby's number 3, and you guys are probably going to be disgusted by that. But they got the nacho cheese. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? So I'm going to say Taco Bell. Let's just do McDonald's second, and then Arby's number 3. I think that's fair. Last question. How you guys feel about this? And last question is by Westerman 6. What made you want to do gaming with different accents? Oh, no, there's 2 questions left. Sorry. What made you want to do gaming with different accents? I've always played video games, and I've always done accents to the people I play with. Even like, you know, I said like Call of Duty 4 was one of those major games I played. That's where I really started doing accents to random people. Was like you had to like everybody had voice chat in that game. There wasn't even the Xbox Live Party system, so all of the chat happened in game. So you would always be talking to people. So I'd just be pretending to be like an English person. I go and we'd be playing against English people. Then in the lobby, you'd all be able to chat to each other. And I would pretend to be English, but these fucking American cunts. Can you believe it? With their McDonald's, these fat bastards. And they'd all pretend I'm on their side. And at the very end, I'd switch. And then, you know, I just started doing more and more accents. And I probably had half the accents in my repertoire back then. You know, I used to not be able to do the Australian accent at the same time that I would do an English accent because they're so similar. My brain couldn't handle going down under and then coming back up to the UK. You see how it could be tricky? Yeah, man. And I tried before. I tried doing, like, the streaming stuff, like, probably, like, 3 or 4 years ago with making videos. And I just didn't have the time. I was going to school. I was working full-time. I was playing baseball. I was doing stand-up. I just didn't have the time to do it. And I just didn't have the technology. Like, I didn't have the money to go and drop on a gaming PC or all the stuff you need for a stream, like a nice microphone like I'm using now and everything. So, yeah, man, I've always done them, and I was making all these clips. I was like, I got to just start making videos. And then the Wonton Soup came along, and then all the other shit just kind of fell into place, man. And it's been going good, and I got a ton of ideas and tons more videos for you guys coming up. So, how am I so good at accents? I don't know, man. I really don't, because I know some people say, like, oh, I can't do accents at all. It's like, I don't know. I just always have been able to kind of change my voice around. It's probably because I was doing them when I was a little kid. You know, like my dad did a bunch of voices, and I would just kind of do them. I didn't do any, like, theater or anything when I was a kid, but I did, like, little things. Like, I think I did, like, one acting class when I was, like, 11. And then that didn't really teach me accents, though. And I know you guys remember all that? It's so hard to, like, get to connect with somebody on, like, a TV show, because they were kind of, like, you could be 2 years younger than me and not watch any of the same TV shows I did growing up. All that was, like, kind of like SNL for kids, and I remember auditioning for that, like, sending in a tape, and I had to do a bunch of different accents, and I must have been, like, maybe 10 years old or something like that, and I was walking around my dog pretending to do the Australian accent and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of something I've always done. I think because of that, I've just kind of gotten better and better at them, and being able to transition more smoothly from, like, an English accent down to daddy and then right down to Scotland. It takes a lot of practice and just kind of doing it. But I don't, like, sit in a room in the dark and practice accents. I just kind of talk to people and do them. So hopefully we'll keep getting better at them. And if there's voices that you guys want to hear, let me know. Put them down in the comments and we can do them together. Other than that, any other questions, put them in the comments or come to a live stream and let me know. Live stream would probably be better. We're going to be streaming tonight, I think, at, like, 4 o'clock Eastern time, I think is the plan right now. I can't decide if it's going to be PUBG or Sea of Thieves. It might be PUBG because they just added the weapon skins, but we'll see. Other than that, everybody, thank you again for all the support. We hit the 5,000 subs, 10,000 subs the next thing, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a face reveal for Ronnie the Savior at 10,000 subs, whether he likes it or not. So help me get there. Tell a friend. Spread the word. Thanks again for the support, and we'll see you soon with some live streams and some new videos. So we'll see you.